Now, one question that I often get asked is, should she have an x-ray before starting on pointe? And usually I say, no, not necessarily. Anyone under the age of 16 is going to have open growth plates in their feet. So if we look at a foot, you've got the long bones here, your metatarsals. You'll actually have a growth plate either in through here, which is doing quite a bit of growing through those adolescent years. If we wait until the growth plates are fused, they're going to be 16, 17, 18. So we're not checking to see if the growth plates are fused before we start onto pointe. However, we do need to be very careful of the development of bones through here, which is why everything needs to be beautifully placed. If we're perfectly placed, then things are fine. If there is any sickling in or sickling out, or any disturbance of stability around the ankle, then it's often in a very vulnerable stage, and we can get a lot of issues through the midfoot with stress fractures or with tendinopathies up around the ankle. So it is very, very important to make sure that that foot and ankle is working beautifully before we start loading it and having all of their body weight going down through that foot into the shoe. Luckily, now the shoes are much better designed than they were 20, 40, 50 years ago, and a lot of the load is taken through the outside, so they're not actually dancing on their toes. So with a well-fitted shoe and a very well prepared foot, ankle, hip, core, whole body and brain on the top, then there's not actually much load that's going down through those feet, so we can keep them nice and safe. However, this takes a lot of preparation, so which is why we highly advise having a detailed assessment before we go into those shoes.